Switch off time. It's your turn to drive now.
It's time for me to adjust the seat.
I'm gonna hang on to Charles because every time we stop, he has to come up front for just a minute. So we get a little anxious on travel days. What's up, Mom? Let's go.
So what happens when your big rig Garmin does not recognize the place that you're going to in Big Bend? We had a big trucker app that also doesn't recognize any of it.
We're going to the Stillwell Store and RV Park down in Alpine, Texas, but according to their website, it's not technically Alpine, Texas, and it's not technically a town. So Google Maps, Apple Maps pulls it up just fine. Our Garmin RV GPS doesn't think it exists, nor the latitude, longitude, which isn't uncommon. We've ran into this before with the Garmin.
We're nervous about just following Google.
Well, we're in a place we don't know, so we have to be careful for low clearances, and we've seen a lot of roads that didn't look great, and our weight on a very small county road or a farm road might be an issue, so we're just trying to cover all bases and not get in a bad situation. But ultimately what we do in these situations is we'll run Google or Apple Maps to the destination, and we'll run Garmin to the city. The issue we ran into here is since the RV park isn't technically in Alpine, Texas, and the heart of Alpine, Texas is about 40 minutes away.
And there's nothing around it.
Google's saying we're 100 miles out. Garmin's saying we're about 140 miles out. We're going with our Google and Garmin running at the same time. Right now, they're both on the same set of directions, it looks like, the same next turn, so that's good news.
And the Garmin's okay with this road. So we're gonna go to the end of this road, and we're gonna reassess.
Well, heaven forbid we have to pull over and make a phone call.
Dip.
Dip.
Oh my goodness. Woo!
Back home when they have a sign on the road that says dip, it's usually like a little it's more of a sharp bump.
You pay attention out here. Something tells me some things are going to be rearranged in the camper.
This is a good
Here
one.
you go.
Here's a good
Here
one.
you go. Woo! This is fun. This is the road to our campground.
Our campground's 5 miles down this road. This is going to be pretty great. We're going to need to wake up and look at this every day. How are you?
Good, how are you doing?
Good.
Good.
Can you sell me an annual pass? Mine expired.
Yes. You want the All Parks annual or the Big Bend annual?
All Parks
Okay.
National. It's our first time here. The drive-in was incredible.
Yeah. Wow. You ain't seen nothing yet.
I know. Perfect.
Perfect.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we haven't made it very far. Everything's so pretty. We keep stopping, and we literally just crossed into the actual national park. But we went ahead and stopped into the visitor center. There are some wildlife that we aren't familiar with, so we wanted to make sure that we were covered on how to approach or handle a situation if we did come across them.
This is our 4th stop on the maybe 10 miles we've driven inside the park because we had to get this view. We haven't even made it to a trail or a officially labeled overlook or anything like that yet.
Okay, now we're gonna drive. Today we've mostly been driving, just to kind of get a lay of the land, which was part of the plan. We did drive up to an overlook that's connected to Ross Maxwell Scenic Drive. Now we came in backwards, so we're gonna go to the overlook and then we're gonna drive down the scenic drive.
The it's either Sotol or Satol Vista Overlook is where we're heading right now.
Whoa! There you go.
There's our turnoff. There's the payoff, or one of them.
Look at those canyons.
goodness.
This guy's painting. He's got...
No way. Has he got an easel?
He had an easel popped up and he was painting.
So we are at the Soto Mountain Vista Overlook, and it's absolutely beautiful. Pushing about 12:30 here. Good a time as any to stop and have a little picnic lunch on the roadside. So as we stand here next to Mule Ear Overlook, I want to take a quick second to remind you, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We want to bring you guys stuff like this every single week. With that said, we're going to get back on the trail.
I think this is a trail. Had trail in the name. I'm not 100% sure this is a trail. There's about a 99% chance this is not an actual trail. Not a trail.
This is the Santa Elena Canyon. It says here, except during flood season, the quiet waters below do not seem powerful enough to have carved the canyon. Hike the short trail to the river and look closely at the water. Cloudy with sand and silt, like liquid sandpaper, the swift current flies away at Santa Elena's hard limestone, cutting it deeper. In a rafter canoe, you can actually hear the grit hissing along the hull. What a good first day for kind of winging it in the park. And I mean, we're winging it through winter and we're winging it through Big Bend. Still a lot of driving today, not as much hiking, but I think we got a lay of the land, which is what we wanted to do. And tomorrow we may not wing it so much, but it was a great day.
I don't know if you can see the mountains behind us, but this isn't a bad way to wake up.
All right, let's go.
Hey, you know how you cleaned the windows yesterday?
What is that?
That's a bird's canvas.
Oh, they hammered my mirror too. We got home last night. I got the invisible glass. I cleaned the windows because we have puppy prints and everything else all over them. We didn't even drive the truck before that happened.
And we came in kind of late. So it hasn't even been a full 12 hours.
All right, well, let me get the invisible glass so we can actually film today.
You missed a spot. Ooh. Oh.
Yeah, some of that's just going to have to wait till we get to a car wash.
Those are seeds. We agreed that today we're going to make it to our destination much faster, because now we know what we're going to be passing. Now we know where we're headed. We have a game plan. We didn't even make it into the park before we had to stop. But
we made it about halfway between our campground and the park, which is all of 6 miles.
You can't get a bad shot around here. And we're not professional photographers, so I know.
Videographers.
I know.
Or editing experts.
We're
a little good at a lot of different things. We're not a lot good at anything.
That's about right. It seems like 10 minutes will pass, the clouds will shift, the lighting will change, so colors change all throughout the day, and it's hard to not stop every few minutes.
And now we can shoot out the window because we cleaned up the bird poop.
Most of it. Now listen, I'm not going to sit here and try to tell you which hike is going to be the best for you. I'm just going to throw out the options, okay? So you can drive to the bottom of Window Trail and you can hike up this trail that goes straight up. Yep. Beautiful trail. Drive up the hill and come cheat.
And walk
and then just look
miles.
At exactly what you were going to go walk to do. So, you know, you do you, but this option wasn't so bad.
We just weren't feeling the longer hikes today. But we did drive about 130 miles in the park yesterday, and we drove about 40 miles into the park to get here. So, and our thought was we would get here and take a longer hike, but we keep seeing stuff to drive to. But we got all week, so maybe we'll be more motivated tomorrow.
Maybe we'll hike tomorrow.
It's about 80 degrees today. I think it's going to be 68 tomorrow, so.
It's sleepy today.
Yeah. So we're going to head up real quick and check out Lost Mine Trail. It's a longer hike, but we're told that you can go about a mile up and get an incredible view. So it sounds like we're going to go about a mile up, try to get that incredible view that somebody read about on Pinterest.
We're going to cheat again.
We're going to cheat again. And maybe we'll catch a scenic drive. There's several off-road drives, one of which we hit yesterday that was really cool. We didn't go all the way down. We just went about a mile down because we had some things we wanted to hit. But I would like to hit a couple of those off-road drives, see what we can see off the beaten path. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day.
Let's do it.
We're winging it through winter. We don't have a plan.
We're winging it through Big Bend.
We're winging it through Texas. We're just kind of winging it through life right now.
We are winging it through life right now.
Well, let's go wing it.
Let's do it.
You know what would be a good thing to do right now?
Turn around and give up. It happens, but not the way I've been doing it. How far have we made it?
0.16 miles.
How far have we made it?
0.18 miles.
We're at least halfway by now.
0.29.
We're over halfway up now, so we're committed. The ride down has to be easy. Forecast for today, also windy. At least it's really warm and it actually feels pretty good.
I'm in shorts. Was it worth the walk?
Yes, so far. Sir, so how are you feeling up this high?
Well, I feel pretty good since I just stopped for about 10 minutes to mess with the GoPro, not want to record audio, so hopefully you guys hear this.
And how far did you make it after that?
We made it 0.7 of a mile on a 1 mile planned trail. Maximum possibility of 4.8 miles, but it's probably going to get dark before we get there. Do you want to see a mountain lion after dark?
I would love it. However, I'm kind of thinking that maybe we can edit this to make it look like we really strained today.
I mean, I can go run a little bit and get out of breath and record some.
And then we made it up 5,500 feet high. So far, we've had very little luck seeing any kind of wildlife inside the national park, so we decided to go to the fossil exhibit and see some dead ones. This is a really nice exhibit. You just drive right off the road, close to Persimmon Gap entrance, and it has this little outdoor fossil museum. It's really nice. They did a good job with it.
Yeah, especially since it's free. It's a really nice exhibit.
Fossils down here are in plastic cast because not too long ago someone tried to steal the fossils, so they moved them and then replaced them with plastic cast.
Don't steal fossils, kids.